In this video, we're going to talk about selecting the right e-call. Now, everybody has a different budget. Everybody has a different amount of time they're going to spend coyote hunting. So really what you get in front of me is the entire Lucky Duck lineup of e-calls. So I'm going to start and go through that lineup to kind of explain to you what each call offers and what you get with the next step up. So let's start with the Lucky Duck Rebel. Obviously, it's the lower end call in the lineup. It's priced at $160, which is really great for a lot of guys. It's going to give you the capabilities to have some sound right away to go out and call coyotes. Some of the features of this e-call, it only comes with 12 sounds, right? These sounds are set in stone on this remote. So you do not have the capabilities to ever add sounds or change sounds. It does come with a decoy, which in that price point, compared to other e-calls on the market, that is really unheard of. It still runs off your 10 AA cell pack, which is interchangeable with the Lucky Duck lithium ion pack. And at that point, it has the quarter 20 thread on the bottom. You can hook it to a tripod to get it off the ground. But other than that, it's a fairly basic call. On the remote, you're gonna have the capabilities of running your decoy, starting and stopping the sound, and have the volume that you want. Now, if you're looking to upgrade a little bit, the next in line is the Riot. Now, obviously, the housing, the speakers, the amps are all the same. So between the Rebel and the Riot, you're going to get the same amount of volume. Really, the added value to the Riot is now you get an upgraded remote and the SD card capability, meaning this call is going to come standard with 50 sounds, but it has the SD card, meaning I can pull that out. I can add sounds at any time. If I have another e-call, Lucky Duck e-call that I have in my lineup, I can pull that SD card, pop it in there, and you're good to go. With that remote there, you're going to have a digital screen on there. It'll have a night mode on it if you're a night hunter, and that's really where you see the added value from jumping from a Rebel to a Riot. Now, from there, obviously, we're jumping up in size. When you go from the Riot e-call next in line to the Revolt, you're jumping up about $100 in price, but you get a lot of added features. The first thing you're going to notice is the size. Yes, it's a little bit bigger. It still runs off the 10 AA battery pack, which is interchangeable with the lithium ion pack, but you're getting a much bigger speaker and amp. So you're going to get a much added volume with the Revolt call as opposed to the Riot call. Then you get the added tweeter speaker on there. You still have the decoy capabilities, but one of the biggest added features to this call is the base that will allow you to rotate and spin the call. Huge asset. We've obviously talked about it throughout some of the coursework and things like that. The added bonus to be able to spin that sound. Now, this call comes standard with 100 sounds. So for that added $100, you're essentially getting 50 more sounds. You're getting the bigger speaker and amp, and you're getting the ability to spin the call. So that alone is a huge boost when you're jumping from the Riot to the Revolt. Now, when you jump from the Revolt to the Roughneck, it's not really a call that was designed to replace the Revolt. It's just a call designed to give you a few extra features that maybe you want when it comes to hunting. You know, this seems to be the ideal call for day hunters because it has the decoy, it has the built-in spinning feature. Some guys that are more in tune to hunt at night necessarily might not care about having the features of the decoy and the spinning. They really just want the volume, the sound quality, and a little bit better upgraded remote. And that's what you get with the Roughneck. For an additional $100 compared to the Revolt, you're going to get 50 more sounds. It comes standard with 150 sounds. And you get the new, upgraded LD3X remote. It's going to give you a little bit bigger screen. It's going to have a rubber protective coating over both the call and the remote. And then it's going to give you the capabilities to dim your screen down to night mode. It's going to have backlit buttons so you can see it a little bit better. One thing it doesn't obviously have is the ability to rotate, and it doesn't have a built-in decoy. So that's really where the difference comes in, is if you're a day hunter or a night hunter, you kind of have to decide whether you want the Revolt or the Roughneck. Now, the last call basically gives you the option to say, hey, I want it all. And that's what you get with the Super Revolt. Now, it's priced at $750, which is $200 more than the Roughneck, but this call comes standard with the lithium-ion battery pack. That alone is a $100 value. So if you took that out of the equation, it's the only call that comes with that. This is really a $650 call, so it's really about a $100 upgrade. Now, it comes standard with 200 sounds as opposed to 150 in the Roughneck and 100 in the Revolt, but you basically get all the features that Lucky Duck offers in all their calls. You're going to get the decoy, you're going to get the updated LD, 3XR remote, you're going to have, the rubber coating around the e-call and the remote. You're going to have a larger tripod that this call comes with. Obviously, it's going to get it up a little higher off the ground. And then one of the cool new features of this call, it'll actually play 2 sounds at once. So the sky's the limit there. If you want to really, be able to throw some sound out there that's going to, maybe never been heard before by coyotes, if you're into that, that's going to be, the call for you. Then obviously, if you look at speaker and amp, the Roughneck, the Revolt, and the Super Revolt all have the same speaker and amp. So volume-wise, all 3 of those calls are going to be very similar. Some people do think that the added rubber coating on the Super Revolt and the Roughneck do add a little different tone to the sound, but overall, you're going to see the same clarity in speaker and the same volume. So there you have it, the comparisons between the 5 calls here in the lineup. Like I said, hopefully there's something there for everybody. As you get more serious into calling coyotes, you'll probably want to upgrade to get some of these features. But obviously, you can find something that hopefully fits your price point and at least get you out in the field to get started calling coyotes or raccoons or bobcats or whatever you're out there to pursue.